Good morning. I'm practicing inside today because it's super duper humid out. So, wherever you are, hope you feel great for making time to come to your mat today. And we'll practice together probably about 30 to 45 minutes. I want to focus on some standing balancing postures. So, hopefully the camera set up in an appropriate fashion to do so. Probably most of the time you won't see my face, but this is what we got. So please join me. Find a comfortable seat. I want to share today's daily Dharma with you as you allow your eyes to close and take a moment to settle in. Make joy an offering. We can reframe joy for ourselves by thinking of it as something that we can offer as a gift to the world rather than something that we take or have to wait to receive. As you let that meditation settle in, I find it very powerful about the ability to cultivate joy. Not only do we have the capacity to do so, but it's really our own responsibility. It's not something that we wait to receive or to get from some external force or circumstance, but rather with a shift in our own mindset, we have the ability to generate and share joy. Joy vibrates at a very high frequency. I know for myself, it's something that I focus on daily. That cultivation, raising my vibration, and consciously working to keep it high. Even when my dogs are barking. Hopefully you can't hear that as well. Take one or two more deep breaths here. Deep belly breaths. Purposely inhaling your intentions for your practice this morning. Whether that's to cultivate joy, said in another way, to raise your vibration, or something else that you're working on in your life. Breathe that into your body right here and let it shape your experience on your mat this morning. So the hands come together in prayer pose. Join me with a round of Om to open our practice together. Find a deep inhalation. Let's drop the right hand out to the right side. You can keep your eyes closed here or open them, whatever's more comfortable for you. Allow your inhalation to lift the right arm as you drop into the right, opening the left side body. Send two more breaths into your side body, into the intercostal muscles that sit between the ribs. Inhale, reach long and active. Exhale out to the left. Inhale into the right. One more breath right here. Inhaling up. Now let's reach the hands behind the body, interlace the fingers. And then with your next inhalation, lift to find the fists resting on the left hip. Find 2 more breaths right here. Exhale as the hands drop through the midline. Reverse your grip. Just change the way that you're holding your hands. Inhale to lift. The hands come to rest on the right hip, creating space in the left shoulder. Exhale as the hands release. The fingers spread wide right behind the hips. Inhale to lift into a variation of bridge. Opening the entire front line of the body. Exhale to release. And let's uncross the feet, recross the legs, and exhale into a forward fold. Don't worry about how far you can fold forward. If your head doesn't touch the ground or your mat, that's not the goal. Rather just to open a safe space for the back body, especially as we're just getting warmed up. One more breath right here. Inhale, the head lifts. Use your hands to walk the front body up. Bring that back leg forward. Move the glutes out of the way. And then when you're ready to exhale into a fold. Notice how the side feels differently than the other side does. So we work to create balance and bring an awareness to our bodies. Inhale up, the head lifts, the hands walk, the front body back up. Let the hands come, fingers spread wide right behind the hips again. Inhale to lift. And exhale, gently come back to your mat. Let's bring the feet up to the mat. Keep the feet about hip width distance apart. Walk the hands just a little bit further back. The fingers are reaching to the front of your mat. Walk the lift up here, and then scoot a little bit more to the front of the mat. You'll feel that in your shoulders probably right away. I must be feeling tight in my shoulders this morning because I'm just following the cues of my body right now. One more breath. And as you exhale, release into a half boat, into half Navasana. The knees can stay bent, lift the shoulders, open the spine. Stay right here, maybe the legs straight and the arms release. Exhale, the hands come right together at prayer pose, the heart center. Let's bend the knees once again. Exhale over to your left. Inhale up through neutral. Exhale to your right. To your left. You get the idea. Inhale up, exhale to the opposite side. Inhale out, exhale to the opposite side. Inhale, one more on each side. And then hug the knees right into the body. We're going to rock on the spine here. to get some momentum and take this up onto our feet, rocking forwards and backwards. Two more breaths. Hopefully that feels really good for your spine. Walk it up onto the feet. Stay in a forward fold as the knees stay bent. We're still just warming up the body. We want to take it easy on the hamstrings. Always want to take it easy on the hamstrings and the backs of the knees. So many nerves that run across the back of the knees. We never want to stress those out or hyperextend, protecting the knees in this way. Allow your left hand to find the outside of your right foot. Inhale up with the right arm. Find a mild stretch for the back body. A mild twist. The right leg is straight. There's a little bend in the left knee. Exhale to reverse. The right hand finds the left foot as the left leg straightens and the right knee bends. Reach up with that left arm. Exhale, both hands come back to neutral. Inhale, or take a slow roll. See how slowly you can roll up to standing. Inhale, arms reach all the way up overhead. So gaze finds your fingertips. Exhale to tuck the chin, the knees bend. Chair pose. For this first chair pose, let's keep our feet apart and our knees apart as arms continue to reach. Strengthening legs, strengthening the back body. Two more breaths right here. See how deep you can sink into your chair. Inhale onto the toes. Strengthening the feet and the legs. Exhale, heels drop, forward fold. You'll probably notice a little bit more space this time in your forward fold. Let's take another slow lift to walk all the way up through standing. The spine slowly rolls open, vertebra by vertebra. And you feel your pelvic bowl roll through neutral. Inhale, arms reach just like they're floating overhead. Tuck the chin for a slight back bend. Exhaling to fold. Let the knees bend. Let's drop the right leg back in a runner stretch. Just take a minute to find that front knee right over the front foot. Bring a gentle rock, opening up the hips. Exhale, let's bring that right knee down to the mat. Inhale up, arms reach. Untuck the toes, and exhale to sink a little bit deeper into that right hip flexor. Arms are active, fingers are active. We're continuing to reach, so there's an equal and opposite effect here. A sinking in, grounding down to reach. Exhale, fold over that front leg, and then gently straighten it. We keep the fold coming from the crown of the head here, so we're not dropping the head to sink into the spine or the hips, but rather keeping length in the front body so you can create that opening for your left hamstring instead. Exhale, the left knee bends as the right leg lifts. Sit back into your runner stretch. Inhale to lift, come all the way up through a high lunge. Keep a slight bend in that right knee. You can also keep the right knee on the mat if that's more comfortable for you. And then notice your shoulders. They crept up by the ears. Can you drop them back? Exhale for a twist. The right arm reaches forward as the left arm drops back. Notice your balance here. Are you dumping your weight over that front leg? Can you stay balanced over the feet? The inner thighs are hugging in towards each other. The feet are squeezing towards each other. Inhale up with that left arm as the right arm joins in. And exhale to fold. Let's bring the left leg back. Inhaling up, a three-legged dog. One more breath right here. Keep that left leg lifted or drop it to the mat as we inhale forward through plank pose. Exhaling, elbows squeeze the torso. Inhale up for a push-up. Exhale back, downward facing dog. 3 breaths right here. So we find the first down dog today. Let it be yours. If you're pedaling the feet, if you're holding steady, doing whatever feels right for your body. Inhaling up as the right leg lifts. Bend that knee to roll your hips open. Look for that foot under the left armpit. And then exhale, walk it forward through a runner stretch. Once again, rocking for a few breaths to create space. You're likely feeling that in your left hip flexor. Now let's bring the left knee to the mat. Inhaling up, arms reach. Uncurl the back toes. Sink a little bit deeper into that left hip flexor. So we're actively reaching, except we don't want to reach with our shoulders, just reaching with the arms and the hands. Exhale to fold. Straightening the right leg. Continue to fold over that front leg, once again with the crown of the head. Like you're trying to touch the top of your head to something that's out of your reach. Keeping your gaze forward so we're not just dumping over the front leg, but rather stretching, creating length in that right hamstring. One more breath here. Exhaling as the right knee bends. Curl the back toes under. Inhale to lift. Keep a slight bend in that left knee, or the left knee stays on the mat. Just sink into your high lunge. Taking one more breath here before we take it out to a twist. As the right arm reaches back, the left arm comes forward. Once again, notice where your balance is. Are you sinking in over the right leg? Are you actively reaching for the back? Inhale, reach, come all the way forward. And exhale to fold over that front leg. The right leg comes back, three-legged dog. Just shake out that right ankle. Bring some movement into it. Once again, you can drop that right foot to the mat, or you can keep it lifted. Inhale through a one-legged plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, push up. Exhale, take it back down. Both feet find the floor. Inhaling up, Urdhva Mukha Sasana, upward facing dog. 2 more breaths right here. We're on the tops of the feet. Shoulders are wide. The front body is opening. Exhale, tuck the chin, reach back, downward facing dog. Three more breaths. Allowing your dog to become restorative. The head hangs lower than the heart. The back body finds length. I'm going to stay at the back of my mat, so maybe more of my body will be in the camera, walking to the back of the mat. Or you can be at the front of your mat. Whatever's comfortable for you here. So we're going to prepare to take tree pose. Inhale, let's lift, come all the way up. Arms reach. And exhaling for prayer. Sometimes it's more comfortable for people to come off of their mat when practicing tree, so feel free to do so. We're going to start on the right leg. So here, set your drishti or your gaze first, somewhere ahead that'll keep the head and the chin lifted. Inhale with the left leg. So we let that come to rest, either the inside of the thigh, could be the ankle. You can just sit outside of the right foot. As you know, as long as we're not stressing out the right knee. Let's start in prayer pose. Come back to your breath. Always coming back to the breath. So keep our focus there. Not on the posture. So it really doesn't matter what your posture looks like. But how do you get into tree? Is it forced? Is it with a lot of judgment? Or can it be graceful and compassionate? Inhale, let's release that left leg as the right hand finds it outside of the knee, and then reach behind you with that left arm. Challenging your balance, all the while keeping your gaze steady. So our internal gaze becomes steady in this way. Inhaling up, arms reach. Exhale, fold, reach through your warrior 3. Oh, I'm kicking something behind me, so that's not really working out too well for me. Okay. If you fell out like I did, that's fine. It's always fine to fall out. Just come back. Just come back without any judgments. Our ability to be kind to ourselves on our mats translates to our ability to be kind and loving towards ourselves off of the mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, we're going to drop this left knee on top of the right. And then we're just working on balance, obviously. It doesn't matter if that left leg wraps around the right or not. And then we're going to drop the right arm onto the left. As you settle into your eagle, your Garudasana, play with the elbows. If you're looking for a little bit more lift, If you're looking for a little bit less, drop them. One more breath. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Hallelujah. Inhale, arms release. And exhale to fold. We did a lot of work on that right leg. Let's walk it back into downward facing dog. Lift the right leg and shake it out. Create any movement that feels good for you here. Working out the right hip, the ankle. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Let's come down to the knees. And then as we bring the feet together, open the knees and sink into your wide-legged child's pose for 3 breaths. Inhale as the head lifts. Walk back up onto the knees. The hands come right under the shoulders, the knees are under the hips. Let's take a couple cat-cows while we're here. Tuck the chin and the tailbone. Inhale to open. The belly drops. Send all of your breath into the front body. Exhale, everything tucks in. Inhale, open. Creating a natural alignment for the spine. Creating a lung capacity. Exhale back to table. Inhale with the right arm and the left leg. Look for your straight line, your Tadasana in this posture, so you're not lifting the arm or the leg higher than the other. And creating length from the foot all the way out through the toes. Reaching with the crown of the head. Exhale, the knee bends, the right arm reaches for that left foot. And then push that left foot into the hand. Opening space. Opening space for yourself to be in your body. Inhale through the opposite side. Left arm reaches, right leg lifts. Breathe. So much good happening in this posture. As we balance, as we create length in the body, strength in the right arm and shoulder. The right knee bends, reach with the left leg and open. 2 more breaths right here. And then we're going to take our tree up to the opposite side. Release with your exhale and meet back in table pose. The hands walk closer to the front of the mat as the fingers are engaged. Inhale, lift the glutes. Exhale, the legs straighten. Maybe the heels find your mat. Inhale, the left leg lifts, roll the hips open. Exhale that left leg forward through a runner stretch. Inhale, warrior 3 legs. It's okay if the hands are on the mat. We're going to take this and lift it right into our tree on the opposite leg. Maybe you can stay off of your right foot. Take a moment to settle into your tree on this side. It'll feel differently than the other side did. Hands are resting in prayer pose. So we take this side. let it be different. Maybe you want to play with your arms. Maybe they're reaching overhead, creating movement with the arms. We strengthen our balance in this way. Releasing that right foot, but keeping the knee bent so you can drop your left hand to the outside of the right knee and then reach behind you with the right arm. You can stay right here. You can really challenge your balance and drop your glance back to the right hand. Inhaling back to the front of the mat. The arms reach overhead. Exhale to fold through your warrior three legs. As you settle in, don't worry about what the hands are doing at first or what the arms are doing. Just look for your balance. Inhale, lift. And then we're going to walk this into eagle legs. So the right leg lifts and drops over the left knee. Maybe it wraps around the back of the leg, maybe it doesn't. Doesn't really matter. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, the left arm drops onto the right for full eagle. Once again, listen to your elbows here as they create more space in the backs of the shoulders or less space. Maybe you can find a forward fold. Inhale up. Inhale all the way up, release the right leg, straighten the left. Whew. Shake out that left leg. A lot of work on that side. Feet come back together, arms reach and lift. And exhale to fold. Now notice your forward fold. What has changed since the last time you were here? Inhale, lift, let's come up halfway, and exhale to fold. Inhale, walk it all the way up, arms reach overhead. Everything's active, the legs are active, fingers are active. Exhale, chair pose, feet together, knees together. Tuck the tailbone, arms reach. Everything's active here in chair. Drop the shoulders from the ears. Come back to your breath and your intentions. Exhale, the hands come through prayer. We're going to take this down through a squat. The pelvic bowl is strengthened and squatting. The feet are strengthened. Balance is strengthened. Squatting is our best friend. How long can you stay here? Where do your thoughts go when I haven't cued the number of breaths? Can you stay present in your body? Keeping access to all of your energy. Exhale, gently come to your mat. Let's keep the feet together in Baddha Konasana, but today let's take it down all the way to the mat. Reclining, Supta Baddha Konasana. Relax on your back body. You did a lot of work on your legs today. Once you land here, notice your Baddha Konasana. Maybe you want to make it a little bit tighter. Maybe you want to make it a little bit more spacious. It's comfortable for you to close your eyes. Please do so, and then allow one hand to rest on your heart and the other on your belly as we unite mind, body, and spirit in our practice. The hands here are just a reminder of the internal work that's happening. The power of the internal work that's happening. And we'll take 2 more breaths right here. Releasing your hands, and then use them to gently push your knees back together. So I feel very tight right now. Inhale, let's let the legs lift. Welcome a natural flow, a reverse of the blood flow for a moment. Especially for your knees. If you have half shoulder stand and plow in your practice, we're going to take that next. If not, please just take a seated forward fold. Either way, we are opening the entire back line of the body, which is very powerful. Inhale, allow your hips to lift. Find your hands on the backs of your hips. Always keeping the head and neck straight whenever you're in half shoulder stand and plow. When you feel ready, gently release your legs over your head. We're not concerned about whether the feet touch the floor or not. That's not important. As long as you're safely opening the back body, that's all that matters here. You can choose to keep your legs straight. You can bend your knees so they wrap around your ears. If you're ready to release, put your hands to support your lower back. And gently rock back to your mat. If you're seated, please come to join us on your back. The knees hug into the body. Inhale, lift, hug the forehead to your knees. Exhale, back. Arms drop out to a T with the palms facing down. We'll finish today's class with reclining twist. Hug the knees in first, then exhale out to your right. Maybe your gaze is comfortable to drop over the left shoulder. Inhale, lift, roll your knees through neutral. Exhaling out to your left. And once again, relaxing your gaze over the right shoulder. Inhaling your head and neck through neutral as the legs lift. And then exhaling, the right leg reaches forward and then the left. Finding Shavasana this morning. Knowing that you allow your body, mind, and spirit this time. This is where they integrate all the benefits from your practice this morning. Capture all the space that you've opened. Allow your feet to relax, your legs to grow heavy. Feel your pelvic bowl drop. Feeling space opening around your heart center. Shoulders relax. Swallowing once to release your tongue, your jaw. Your face softens. Staying right there, knowing I'm holding the space for you. I'll cue you when it's time. natural movement back into your fingers and toes. Your wrists and ankles. When you're ready, hug your knees back into your body. With a gentle rock from side to side, thank your body for your practice this morning. Allow your left arm to reach to the back of your mat. Rolling to your left, allow your head to be supported by your arm. Relax. Pushing yourself back to a seated posture, to Sukhasana, comfortable, easy pose. Knowing that your yoga practice allows you to sit comfortably with yourself, literally and metaphorically speaking. So hands come to rest in Anjali Mudra, the thumbs bring balance to left and right. Just as your practice has helped restore balance between body, mind, and spirit. Allowing you to stay present-minded, with access to all of your energy, freed from regret, freed from worry. The eternal in me bows to the eternal in each of you. Hari Om, Shanti, peace. Please join me with a round of Om, sealing our practice today. Inhaling here. Om. Namaste.